Hello, I am Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on your geographical location and your time zone. And thank you very much for joining us once again this morning. We are walking, we are having a good time. We are doing our routine exercise stroke, going to our daily business. So that's wonderful. Another day. We are going to discuss. This is a reaction video. The Abia State Governor OT to build Abia Airport. Abia Airport. Abia Airport coming. Abia Airport coming. So we are going to be discussing about this, but before we do, you need to share this video. You need to subscribe, because this will be a good discussion for our homeland. It will be a good discussion for the progress, how things are changing, how things that once was falling apart, everything is coming into place, and this is a wonderful and glorious thing to behold. So we are sorry, that's the noise of and the helicopter passing by. This place is a place for planes and many training routes for the Royal Air Force. They have their routes also here. So once upon a time, there was this great vision of having Abia Airport and Onitsha Airport. A lot of Igbo intelligentsias. Look at this. Let us look at this aeroplane. I don't think you can see that there. The weather is quite dull this morning. That's the aeroplane going. That's the plane. That's the plane. Wonderful. That's what is going to happen. We are discussing. Once upon a time, there was a discussion by a lot of Igbo intelligentsias about having airports. Every city in every state in Igbo land, in the homeland. And this started with Owerri, and the people contributed money and they built that. Soon the Onitsha one started, Oba Onitsha Airport, and there was discussion going on about that. And there was, let's just look at this plane again. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? The weather is not that pretty bright today. The cloudy, very cloudy day. The weather is quite cloudy, but you can see that spot there. You can see. You can see. So let us continue our discussion. You can see the van. This is a van to take the rubbish. They come almost every time. You see, he said this is the van. It comes to take. You can see what they are doing. Sorry, I just. So you can see what they are doing. This what we will see eventually when our homeland get themselves their arts together. You can see everything. You see where they saw all these things? That's how it was. So let's continue on our discussion, our reaction video. What are we talking about? So there was a great push for airports in the eastern Nigeria, having known that we need to have all forms of transportation. So we need to have road, rail, air transport, and water transportation. And in the east, the roads is not anything to write home about, because what is happening is we're having challenges of abandonment of road projects, challenges of having to deal with neglect and marginalization, abandonment by the federal authorities due to clandestine behaviors and anti-national interests. A lot of them have been showing over the years, not actually loving Nigeria, but also destroying the country. And this affected the eastern Nigeria so much that most of the roads were in a very bad stage. So people started discussing that we should open up our economy, because our people on their own can do that. But can the politicians understand? They don't. So over the years, they're dilly-dallying, giving all sorts of excuses. Oh, this cannot happen. This cannot happen. But now, things are turning. Things are changing. Things, the Eastern Tiger is about to rise. And this issue of Abia Airport, some people call Abia Airport, but it's Abia Airport they are proposing. What happened is this: when the pressure was so much, the former governor, Ibazu, who have no vision of government, should not in the first place be in government, find himself imposed on the people. And what happened is he was visionless, has no ambition. The only ambition these politicians have is just to, carry everything about. Whatever that is there, let us carry on. Not minding what will happen to the economy. So they don't bother about the well-being of the people. They're just thinking about themselves. And he started talking about airport, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly, there's fund that we have allocated 10 billion and all those things. This is the last we heard about the airport. But now, suddenly, a group of investors started talking about it. Although Alex Oti said initially that airport is not one of his priority, because that the roads and a lot of infrastructure, basic infrastructure, is lacking. But what happened is that finally he been convinced that as he's doing roads and all those things, he can draw investors to also get airports, Abia airports, up and running. And what a great and wonderful idea. And Alex Oti is always open to suggestions. Is one of those governors in the East or in Nigeria that when you present him with what you think is right, and when he look at it, he do take it. He doesn't do like others that think they know everything. You can advise them. When even you are talking about it, they have one issue, one way or the other to, push it on the side. And finally, Alex Oti is now keen to get the Abia airport up and running, either by government or by private investors. So there are a lot of proposals that they are looking into that will herald or will make the coming of the Abia airport. So my piece in this thing is what I'm going to discuss also. But what do you think Do you think Aba need airports? Many argument has been debated in the street. A lot of the enemies of development in Alibo, in Nigeria, in the homeland, always use this. Oh, this airport or where airport is just 20, 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away. Onitsha, Enugu, Asaba, Port Harcourt, is all these things nearby. And they will be saying this as if Abia State belongs to River State, or Abia State belongs to Anambra, or belongs to... Abia State is a state on its own, have its own budget. It's not sharing its budget with all these states. You know, you want to travel to Abia, you go with their airport. Every state must have an airport. If I must say, every major city must have an airport. That's how cities are developed in an advanced world or in the Western world, where they know about economic development. Some of the cities has, even between, some of the cities has so many airports. You take about London that have up to 4 airports. You have other cities that have 5 airports and all those things. Why are they doing airports? Because airports is a means of transportation. It also helps in tourism. It helps also to bring big time investors. It also creates a lot of jobs in the hospitality industry. So that's why airports are very, very vital. So for Aba need an airport. Will it be sited inside Aba? That's another question. It can be sited any place. But how can they achieve this? They can have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 of the airport. What they just need now is to mobilize a lot of contractors to do the runway. They can do the first runway. They can do a first runway within the first year. They can do the runway and a little terminal building just to start up the whole thing. So they will have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So the second phase will be building a bigger terminal, terminal 2, which will be good for regional and international flights. So the third one phase is to build the second runway, and with other airport facilities, airport hotels, a lot of things, airport aero police and other things should also be done. So it is feasible, it can be achieved. I must commend Willie Obiano for building the Anambra Chinua Achebe International Passenger and Cargo Airport at Anambra State, for mobilizing a lot of contractors, making it that is the fastest constructed airport in Nigeria. It was done 1 year and 6 months. So it can be done in Abia, even in 1 year, with mobilizing around 12 contractors dealing with these things. So Kanubi is already in Abia State. It's part of those that build the airport in Anambra State. So he can mobilize a lot of them. They get the runway. The runway is similar to what they're doing the Aba Port Harcourt Road. Julius Berger is doing. And you know Julius Berger is going to accomplish this road this year. December this year. Which you know it will be achieved. Sorry about the noise. We are now in the major road. So sorry about the noise. So basically the airport can be accomplished within 1.5 years, the first phase of this airport, and it will start running. It will offer competition to Port Harcourt Airport. Nobody wants to stop in another city and start traveling on the road and all those things. Everybody wants to use their own airports. It's similar to these universities. People say, oh, you don't need university here, you can go somewhere else. No, you are just destroying your own economy, exporting the available jobs to other places. So for you to get your economy going, you must have all forms of transportation. I know Nigeria doesn't develop how it's supposed to develop, how economies are developed. But in the actual sense, we have to copy those that started this business of development before. So we must copy them and know how they accomplish it. So for sure, Abia Airport is a feasibility, is a wonderful total project, and this will bring in capital inflow into Abia State. So I want to hear from you in the comment section. What is your idea? What is your thoughts on this? What do you think? Do you think is feasible? What is your opinion? I need your opinion on this. The Abia Airport will finally come to pass. I am Kodili-nye, the son of wonderful. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe. Please share to many, because Abia Airport is coming. Let's look at the plane again. That's the plane going there. You can see. Okay, I see you in the next video. Have a wonderful time. Bye.